Hi guys! So for the month of February, all my videos are going to be kind of focused on love just because I'm one of those. I love my love stories and I like romance. It's just one of those months that has an excuse to read a theme. So for every month that has like a holiday in it, I'm going to do one of these where it's just, books that I want to read at some point that I have on my shelves that have to do with this specific theme. So I'm going to show you some of the romance love stories that I have on my shelves that I have yet to read. First thing I'm going to do is start off with series. I have one completed series that I want to keep working on, two series that I just need to start, one author that I want to read a bunch of, and then the others are just books. So as of right now, in the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series, I'm on Cerulean Sin. This is a urban fantasy paranormal romance, I think, and we follow Anita Blake, the vampire hunter, as she goes through a bunch of stuff, gets into all sorts of crazy trouble, fights her way out of it, and there is not necessarily a romantic plot, but there is some love and some sexy times. For the series that I want to start, first I have the Hacker series. The first book is Hardwired by Meredith Wild. I don't know anything about this. All I know is it is a 4-book series, and I was able to get all 4 books for like $16 from the bargain priced section of Books A Million. So I thought, why not? I want to have more physical copies of romance books. This is about a girl who, after her college graduation, finds herself with a panel of investors that will make or break her fledgling startup. She didn't prepare for going weak at the knees over an arrogant and gorgeous investor who seems determined to derail her presentation. Something's going to happen with the two of those, and it's going to get hot and heavy between this book and the 4th book. So I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. They're not long books. It's under 300 pages, so I should be able to fly right through all 4 of these if I decide to read them together. Next, I have The First Grave on the Right by Dorinda Jones. This is the Charlie Davidson series. Right now there are 11 books out, I think, and my mom has been reading them and sending them to me so that I can read them too. And I just haven't gotten to it. So I have the first 2 books right now. My mom is reading the 3rd, or she might have just finished the 3rd and mailed it to me. But I really want to get to these because I've heard good things, so I think this will be a lot of fun. Next is an author that I just want to read, and that would be Nicholas Sparks. The next book that I have to read is Nights in Rodanthe. This is his 9th book, but it'll be like the 6th or 7th book that I've read, because the last one that I just finished, which I have a review for, if we can call it that, was The Rescue. So Nights in Rodanthe is the next Nicholas Sparks that I would like to get to. This one is also a very short book. I feel like it's one of the smallest I have of his, so. This one is a short story collection called You Don't Know What Love Is, Contemporary American Stories, compiled by Ron Hansen. Oh, it has Margaret Atwood. Is like the first name that I saw on here, so that's kind of exciting. I don't recognize any of the other names though. But yeah, it's just, I guess, a bunch of short stories. I don't know where I got this from or how it came into my possession, but I've had it for a while. So I would like to try to read this, read some of them. Maybe I'll try to read one every day until I finish it in the month of February. That would be fun. Because for some reason I like to do that. I like to read one story a day, or plan out that I'm going to read one story a day. So maybe I will try to do that with this one, and then I will come back and let you know what I thought of it. But yeah, You Don't Know What Love Is. Seems fun. So next is an adult book. This is Heartwishes by Jude Devereaux. I don't know what this is. I read the front flap to see if there was a love story in there. Yeah, there's something about a Heartwishes stone, and she falls in love with somebody, and it's got a manhunt, and stuff like that. So I think it'll be interesting. I just have to pick it up. The reason I bought it though was because it was $5 and it was pretty. Like, I love this. I love the colors on this cover. It's just so pretty. Thank you, Books A Million, for having a bargain price section with pretty hardback books. Next, we got My First Love and Other Disasters. This is 3 books in one by Francine Pascal. I don't know anything about it. I just remember reading the back and it sounded interesting. This one's a hunger because, I mean, it's 3 stories. So I would like to eventually get to reading this. This other book I bought at the same time I bought that because trying to get more physical copies of romance books and love stories. So this is The Marriage Bargain by Jennifer Probst. It reminds me of The Accidental Engagement. I can't remember the author because in that book they set up a fake engagement for press purposes. This one they set up a fake marriage for money purposes. So we'll see what happens. It sounded interesting, so I don't know. I'm gonna read it eventually. And then these last 2 are YA. This is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. I read her book, The Probability of Falling in Love. The Statistical Probability of Falling in Love. The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was cute. It wasn't amazing. So I'm going to try this one before I get and try The Geography of Me and You. And I think she just published another one last year. But I would like to read this one first because I got it cheap, apparently. Again, thank you. If fate sent you an email, would you answer? So I guess this is about people who strike up a email relationship and stuff like that. So I'll find out. I don't know. And then this last one, I remember everybody talking about it like when it first came out, and then I just never got around to reading it, and that's Magnolia by Christy Cook. I think it's supposed to be like a Shakespeare retelling, a Romeo and Juliet retelling kind of thing, except they don't like each other at all. Or it's like an opposite of Romeo and Juliet, where the families are pushing them together, but they don't like each other, I think. So I think this is a hate to love relationship. And those can be fun sometimes. It also takes place in the Deep South, so we will see how this one turns out. This is probably the one that I'm most excited for outside of my series and authors. So I definitely want to read this. So those are all the books that I have on my romance TBR. I probably have more romance books out there. I just didn't feel like grabbing them or reading them anytime soon. So these are the ones that I want to read sometime this year, hopefully, maybe. So yeah, let me know what is on your romance TBR. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye.